art press, right here, every week comes more than 60,000 copies of The Observer, full of stories about you, your neighbors, and your neighborhood. Today, we're bringing those stories to life through a partnership with Observer Media Group to tell our story through your story. So join us as we visit 3 area businesses with a great story to tell. We're here in Sarasota's historic Central Coconut District, where history is coming alive at Sarasota Architectural Salvage, home to over 10,000 square feet of the area's most unique architectural doors, windows, gates, lighting, and accent pieces of all kinds. Not a DIYer? No problem. At the Made from Salvage Showroom and Design Center, they've got 3 full-time employees churning out extraordinary pieces for direct placement into your home or business. We're going to head inside to chat with owner Jesse White and then step into the design room to work on a piece of our own. Jesse, the first thing most people have to think when they come in here is, where do you find and capture all this amazing stuff?
It's so exciting, and that's the best part of our business, is we're always looking for new things. We go on the road, we go on buying trips. I'm constantly going into old homes that are being torn down. I pull out the actual salvage materials. I mean, Sarasota is so awesome because people came from around the world to be here, and they brought with them great creations and collections. And when they're done and when they're ready to move on, they come here.
When did you start taking it from just the pieces you were able to find out in the space to coming in, crafting it, repurposing it, upcycling it, and selling it to the consumer?
It's been an evolution over the last 10 years, and over the last 2 years, we totally expanded our workshop now into a 6,000 square foot space where we totally have the capacity to convert anything here in the store into almost anything that people can envision.
And that's allowing you to grow. I understand you're getting ready to open up a second showroom here in Sarasota.
Yeah, we're going to be opening a second store out in the marketplace at UTC, and we're really focusing on our made in Sarasota, salvaged in Sarasota, and sold in Sarasota product lines. It's just a great creative process.
Stroll through the aisles of any Walmart, CVS, or Dollar General in the United States of America, and you'll find an everyday product produced right here in Sarasota, Florida. We're an Osso Corporation, home to 174,000 square feet of state-of-the-art manufacturing space that's on pace this year to churn out 3.5 billion adhesive bandages. We're going to head in to talk to Director of Corporate Development, Craig Gessel, about the company, and then check out how they're producing 90% of the world's private label adhesive bandage wound care. Talk a little bit about how you're able to be kind of the little guy taking on the big guys.
Well, sure, everybody knows what a Band-Aid is. That's Johnson & Johnson, the brand. There's NextCare with 3M. We actually make the private label version. It's sold to all the food, drug, and mass stores across the country. We've had Walmart, we have CVS, we have Target, we have Walgreens. All the food, drug, and mass stores carry a private label version, which then is sold at a cheaper price to the customer.
You know, for a lot of people, private label may be a little confusing because private label doesn't mean no label. Some of the most famous brands on the planet appear on your adhesive bandages, from Despicable Me to Emojis to Hatchimals to PJ Masks. Talk a little bit about how you're able to stay ahead of the emerging trends in character bandages.
Character strips are very important to us. We get ideas from some of our own employees. We license it through movies, cartoons, toys, and even pop culture, where our emoji bandage is very, very popular these days. Turnaround on those is very short. The movies last a short period of time, kids get excited about it, then it's on to the next movie or the next big toy that comes along. So we are actually able to react to that very quickly. Being a smaller manufacturer, we are able to turn things around. We have our own creative services department that can actually work with the licensor, design those bandages. We can get them produced very quickly and get them out on the shelves very quickly for our customers, which is a true advantage for us.
Take a short drive east past the end of Fruitville Road, and you'll find yourself in Mayaca City, home to 1,200 acres of Florida's only open to the public milk producing and bottling dairy farm. We're out here at Dakin, and we're gonna sit with co-owner Jerry Dakin to talk about the dairy farm and then head to the production floor to see how it goes from farm to market. In 2002, the Dakin family realized their dream of constructing a new, state-of-the-art dairy farm incorporating sustainable practices and year-round production. Today, that facility produces 4.6 million gallons of milk each year. You can find Dakin Dairy products flying off the shelves in retail locations from Orlando to Miami. It's a cream that really does rise to the top. And the secret is simple: grass.
God created the cows and He created them to eat grass, and the grass just works so much better down here. It grows 12 months out of the year, where we can cut it every day and feed it to that cow, and it's just more nutrition and everything.
The family recently expanded into handmade artisan cheese production, including fresh mozzarella, aged cheddar, Asiago, and Boursin, which includes a proprietary blend of garlic and herbs. Maintaining a successful dairy farm is no small feat. Just 2 years ago, there were over 120 dairy farms in the state of Florida. Today, only 85 remain. But Jerry Dakin is committed to the future, as he believes dairy farming is part of the country's fabric.
We want the people to connect with where the food comes from, because one of our biggest fears is in agriculture, we keep losing more and more agriculture, and we're shipping it out of the country. I had to do something different. I needed to get closer to my customers. And with us processing our own products and everything there, it was a connection to connect with our local consumer.
That's why they've expanded the facility away from just producing to being an agritourism destination.
Tens of thousands of gallons a week. You must be utterly exhausted.